Hey there, Friends fans! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the alternate universe of Friends, the world where your favorite six pals could have looked completely different. From Jon Cryer almost playing Chandler to Téa Leoni being the first pick for Rachel, these behind-the-scenes casting stories will blow your mind. Let's take a nostalgic trip to the 90s and count down 20 actors who almost starred in Friends. 20. Jon Cryer, the Chandler that never was. Before he became Alan Harper on 2.5 Men, Jon Cryer auditioned to play Chandler Bing. Producer Marta Kaufman actually wanted him for the role, but a bizarre twist of fate stopped it. His audition tape got stuck in customs on its way from London to Los Angeles. By the time it arrived, Matthew Perry had already landed the role. Cryer later admitted that missing out on Friends was disappointing, but he was thrilled to see how successful it became. He would eventually get his own sitcom fame with 2.5 Men. 19. Kathy Griffin. Almost played Phoebe Buffay. Stand-up comedian Kathy Griffin auditioned for Phoebe, and her version would have been fiery, fast-talking, and sarcastic, quite different from Lisa Kudrow's dreamy and eccentric portrayal. Though she didn't land the part, Griffin went on to appear in Suddenly Susan and later became a household name with her own show, My Life on the D-List. 18. Hank Azaria auditioned twice for Joey Tribbiani. Hank Azaria, famous for voicing dozens of characters on The Simpsons, auditioned twice to play Joey. While Matt LeBlanc's charming, dim-witted style was perfect, Azaria's take was reportedly smarter and wittier. He didn't get the role, but later played David, Phoebe's sweet scientist boyfriend, one of the show's most beloved recurring characters. 17. Tiffany Thiessen, too young to play Rachel. The Saved by the Bell star tested for Rachel Green, but producers thought she was too young compared to the rest of the cast. Tiffany later said, "I was just a little too young for that circle." She went on to star as Valerie Malone in Beverly Hills 90210, and later reprised her Saved by the Bell role in the reboot. 16. Elizabeth Berkley, the other Saved by the Bell star. Another Saved by the Bell alum, Elizabeth Berkley, Jesse Spano, also auditioned for Rachel. Producers loved her confidence, but ultimately felt Jennifer Aniston's warmth fit the part better. After Showgirls, Berkley faced some career challenges but made a comeback with appearances in CSI, Miami, and New Girl, and she too returned for the Saved by the Bell revival. 15. Téa Leoni, the first choice for Rachel. Before Jennifer Aniston even auditioned, producers had Téa Leoni in mind as Rachel Green. She declined the offer to star in The Naked Truth, which didn't achieve Friends-level fame. Still, Leoni built an impressive career, starring in Deep Impact, Bad Boys, and Madam Secretary. Imagine Friends with Leoni and no Aniston. The show might have felt completely different. 14. Eric McCormick, almost Ross Geller. Eric McCormick, Will and Grace, auditioned for Ross, not realizing the part had been written for David Schwimmer. McCormick brought a lighter comedic charm, but Schwimmer's neurotic energy won out. Years later, McCormick laughed about it, saying, "Ross was David's role. It was destiny." Luckily, McCormick found his own iconic sitcom success as Will Truman. 13. Mitchell Whitfield made it to the final two for Ross. Mitchell Whitfield came very close to landing Ross. He was in the final round. Even though Schwimmer got the part, producers liked Whitfield so much they cast him as Barry, Rachel's jilted fiancé, in the pilot. He later said jokingly, "If Rachel didn't leave Barry, there'd be no show." 12. Craig Bierko. Could have been Chandler instead of Perry. Matthew Perry almost lost Chandler due to scheduling conflicts with another pilot, LAX 2194. His friend Craig Bierko was next in line, and even coached by Perry himself. When Bierko turned it down, Perry's project was canceled, freeing him up to take the role. The rest, as they say, is sitcom history. 11. Jon Favreau said no to Chandler Bing. Before becoming a Marvel legend, Jon Favreau turned down Chandler to focus on making Swingers. He later joined Friends as Pete Becker, Monica's millionaire boyfriend. Favreau's decision worked out. He went on to direct Iron Man, start the MCU, and help create The Mandalorian. 10. Vince Vaughn, almost Joey Tribbiani. Future comedy star Vince Vaughn also auditioned for Joey. Casting director Ellie Canner said he was handsome, tall, and talented, but lacked the goofy charm Matt LeBlanc brought. Vaughn later made it big with Swingers, Wedding Crashers, and The Breakup, where he finally got to act alongside Jennifer Aniston. 9. Louis Mandylor, Joey's twin in real life. Louis Mandylor, who played Joey's identical twin in Season 6's The One with the Unagi, was actually an early contender for the real Joey role. He had the looks and charm, but didn't fit the exact vibe producers wanted. Still, his guest appearance became one of the show's funniest self-aware moments. 8. Leah Remini, nearly Monica Geller. King of Queens star Leah Remini almost became Monica. She made it to the final round, but lost to Courteney Cox. Leah later said she knew it was over when she saw Cox in the audition parking lot. She did appear later in The One with the Birth, playing a pregnant woman Chandler comforts. 7. Nancy McKeon, lost Monica role to Cox. Nancy McKeon from The Facts of Life was neck and neck with Courteney Cox for Monica. Casting director Laurie Openden said she gave a strong performance, but Cox felt more maternal and balanced for the ensemble. McKeon later appeared in Sunny with a Chance and Panic. 6. Lisa Whelchel refused to audition for Rachel. Another Facts of Life alum, Lisa Whelchel, was asked to audition for Rachel, but turned it down due to her Christian faith. She felt the show's humor about relationships and sex didn't align with her values. She later said on Oprah, "Where are they now that she knew the show would be a huge hit, but she had no regrets?" 5. Jamie Gertz, offered the role of Rachel. Jamie Gertz, known from The Lost Boys and Square Pegs, was offered Rachel by NBC executives. However, co-creator David Crane didn't feel she was the right fit. Gertz went on to success with Still Standing, ER, and even producing roles later in her career. 5. Jane Krakowski, tried for Rachel Green. Broadway and 30 Rock star Jane Krakowski also auditioned for Rachel. Though she didn't get it, her later roles proved she could absolutely handle fast-paced comedy. She's now known for Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and the Apple TV Plus series Schmigadoon. 3. Courteney Cox almost played Rachel. Fun fact, Courteney Cox was originally called in to read for Rachel, but she asked to audition for Monica instead, saying she related more to her organized and competitive nature. Producers agreed, and her audition changed everything. It's impossible to imagine anyone else as Monica now. 2. Janeane Garofalo, the first choice for Monica. Producers first imagined Monica as snarkier and edgier, basically Janeane Garofalo's style. She was their first choice, but Courteney Cox's audition made them rethink Monica as warmer and more relatable. Garofalo went on to star in The Larry Sanders Show, Dogma, The West Wing, and Ratatouille. 1. Ellen DeGeneres, the Phoebe. Rumor that never happened. A long-standing rumor claimed Ellen DeGeneres auditioned for Phoebe Buffay. However, Ellen clarified on The Howard Stern Show that she never did. The rumor was just internet myth. Still, it's fascinating to imagine Ellen as the quirky musician with Smelly Cat. And that's it. 20 actors who almost joined Friends. Can you imagine Vince Vaughn as Joey or Tiffany Thiessen as Rachel? It's crazy how one casting choice shaped TV history forever. Tell me in the comments, which almost cast shocked you the most? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into TV and movie history. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll be there for you.